Ooh.
So starting out, I had to do it to her, man. Layla has to be put on this list. And I know she's our teacher. She's the coach to all the other heroes. Listen, Layla is a goddess and a queen, but I mean she kind of doo-doo right now. But in order to make Layla actually usable, I feel like there is a way. There's definitely a way to make Layla kind of strong in the meta. So what I'm thinking is to have an OP meta team surrounding her. So Layla's biggest weakness is the fact that she's so late game. It takes her like 12 to 15 minutes before she's super OP to where she can't be stopped. So you need a team good enough to actually survive for 15 minutes without a fourth person. And what team can do that? In my opinion, I think Harith, Chow, Rock, and Franco would be amazing. So I think that these heroes are actually strong enough to where they can fight and attack and actually kill the enemies without even really needing a 15-minute
Boo.
run. But let's just say the enemy team
That
focuses Layla
was
the
good,
entire
Jinzy.
game and tries to just kill Layla and kill Layla.
Ohio
Look
gozaimasu.
at this team got. So you have Chow. Chow can easily kick
Uh,
somebody away and
I'm
hit them
back
with
on
the
DU
ultimate and get
recorder,
the
so
kills to
because
the
I
point.
remember like
Franco can
you
easily
be like saying hi
grab
in some
somebody
streams,
and
but I
stun them so
can't
they
catch it
can't
because
get
I'd be
close to
using a
him.
different
Again, he
app.
can use his hook and
So
hook
I'm just
somebody
gonna.
as
I'd
well
rather
to
just
stop them
talk,
from attacking Layla.
like
Then you have Rock
see
who
what
can
y'all
put up a wall
comments.
and smash into somebody and literally
I'm
destroy
good,
somebody
bro. What's
super
good with
super
you,
quick.
bro? I
And
gotta go
Harith,
to
I
work
mean,
at
we
like
all know how huge of a
four
threat
actually,
Harith is just
because my
simply by
boss
himself.
told me to come
So you
earlier.
put him with a team like this that can easily
Yep.
damage, kill, and protect. I think that Layla has the protection she needs, and she also has the powerful team that she needs that can buy her enough time to get super fed to the point where she's going to be unstoppable. So yeah, I think this would be a very strong team, and this actually counters her being super super weak in this meta. So yeah, I think that
BK.
this would make her strong.
Bet. Ready to get off bet. Yo, I'm trying to dip. Nigga, literally, it's just because we're understaffed that they're calling me so early, bruh. Like, there's so many, like, other high school kids. But, like, I'm the only one with no life, so I can basically go over there anytime. Yo, these niggas got
Next,
me fucked
we
up.
have Alucard. Now, Alucard's biggest weakness in this meta is the fact that
Wait, where you work
he
at,
gets hit
though?
by crowd control. This is literally the stun meta. So many people have stuns, like literally almost the majority of the meta heroes have stuns and slows and stuff like that. So it's very hard for Alucard to jump in and deal some damage and be the king of lifesteal if he's getting shut down because he can't move. You can't get lifesteal back if you're not attacking.
Oh,
So I
bet.
think that that's Alucard's biggest weakness. But
Damn,
the
bro,
way
you
that you
dip in
fix that,
ML?
which you would
Wow.
know if you watched my synergy video,
Welding company?
is that all you need is
Yo,
one
I
single
gotta,
hero that
yeah,
can
I think
pull
I
you
gotta,
through.
like, get
Diggy,
one of those
Diggy.
specialty type
So
joints, bro.
nobody can hit Alucard
I don't think I
without
can live on
knowing
a
Diggy
Papa
uses
John's income
ultimate.
forever.
So when Alucard is diving into a team and Alucard
Ah,
is
fuck.
he's hitting his ultimate about to destroy an enemy team, all Diggy has to do is jump in with him and hit that ultimate. They can all
Oh,
surround
almost
the
got
map and do
her ass.
whatever
Okay, I
they
just gotta
need to.
farm.
There's nothing that
Vel
you can
said I
do
had to
to
farm, so
stop
I'm gonna
Alucard
farm.
from destroying you if Diggy is right next to him. So literally, Alucard is
It's so
strong enough to
boring.
take out so many
Nigga,
heroes. It's
but
literally just the stuns that
is it like
stops them from
physically
doing it. So
demanding?
with Diggy on his side, I don't think that there's many heroes that could survive going up against Alucard at full force because he's one of the most powerful heroes in Mobile Legends. His weakness is just the stun. So if you take away that weakness using Diggy, all you have is his brute strength and his freaking lifesteal, and it's going
Yo,
to be
you
a
gonna
fair fight.
upgrade
And in
even
a fair
more,
fight,
nigga?
you're not going to beat Alucard more than likely. So yeah, this is how you take Alucard in the current state that he's in and make him
Yeah, I mean
super
I
super
gotta
powerful in the
upgrade,
meta, in
yeah.
my opinion. Let me know what you all
I
think about
like
this
I like
combo though. I definitely want to know what you all think
the
about this.
people
Who else
for
do
the
you think
most
can make
part,
Alucard and Layla super strong?
but
Next, we have Ballman.
I
Now,
have to
Ballman is
I'm trying to live
actually
alone,
a
so
lot more tanky than people would realize. He's a lot more sustainable, and he does a decent amount of damage, which a lot of people probably wouldn't realize as well. Because it wasn't up until like what, a month ago where I tried him for the first time, and in like years or ever, I don't think that he was even a hero that I played even 3 years ago. So yeah, I mean, Bowman was just never my type of hero, but I actually tried him, and he's really, really fun to play, and he actually is a decent amount sustainable. So what I think to make Bowman viable in this current meta, I just think
I'm
that
trying to
he
work
can
at a
roam
welding
mid lane.
company,
He can't
Jinzo.
be
Let's go.
worrying about getting ganked all the time.
I honestly don't care where I work,
He's not
as long as
overpowered.
the
Like you got
people are
like
nice,
most Soda Lane
like
heroes,
the
like
employees.
Chow, Damas,
I don't care where I work. I really don't.
freaking like any of them, any of these guys who are really good solo heroes, they're very sustainable and they're kind of overpowered. Like Chow can kick somebody under a tower and just freaking destroy him. You got Thomas who literally is unkillable when he's using his ultimate. You got these heroes is just super strong, so they can survive ganks. I think Ballman's weakness is that he's not overpowered to the point where he can survive a gank from a bunch of people. So you have to make sure you have a mid lane that can keep the pressure off of him, so that he's able to actually really get in his bag and become super fed. So yeah, that's what I think Ballman needs. Just a strong mid lane 1v1, I think Ballman could actually do pretty well in a 1v1 fight in a lane against pretty much anyone, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you all think about that, man. Next, we
Oh,
have
Jinzo's out like
Farsa.
just chilling at
Now,
work.
Farsa is another one that's very powerful, but she's kind of weak in the meta
Uh-oh.
right now because there's very few team comps that calls for her, and that she would be valuable to. So I thought of a team comp that I feel like she would be very valuable to, and that works. So if you don't know, Farsa is a zoning type of hero. She zones very well. She does a ton of damage, obviously, when she's spraying, but you need a team comp to support this. So I think that Granger is also one of the best zoning heroes in Mobile Legends. He's one of the best zoning marksmen in Mobile Legends. Then you have X-Borg, another hero very strong at zoning, and then when he dives in, he's invincible. Then there's Franco. Franco is pretty strong at zoning as well, and he's also a good protector with his ultimate. Or when he grabs somebody, he can grab them and hit that ultimate. So these are heroes that all make people bag up and push people beyond a certain limit. Like you can't get too close to any of these heroes, or you're going to get hit. So I think that a team comp where the whole team is zoning heroes, it's really going to be annoying. And last on the team, I would put Estes, because Estes is able to heal anybody who gets too low. And Farsa, for instance, like Farsa, if they try to die Farsa, Estes will be able to just heal her right back to health, and she could be super annoying with that ultimate that comes back very quickly. So yeah, I think that's a good, strong zoning comp. But let me know if you all think of a comp that's a lot better than that. This was just like a quick off the top of the head type of thing. But yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. But last but not least, we have Hylos. Now, Hylos, one of the one of the things that makes him the weakest, I feel like, is he starts eating into his own health. So
Damn,
when
nigga, he
he
talking
starts
shit
to
about Hylos. He
run
like
out of
meta as
mana,
fuck right now
he
though.
becomes a weakness to himself. Basically, he starts to destroy himself along with the enemies attacking him. And I don't think he's as tanky as some of the other tanks in Mobile Legends. So he has to be able to take a lot of damage. But he
Okay,
is good. I think his ultimate is pretty
so he's not
decent. It's
talking
not
shit about
bad.
Vale. Yeah, he knows what's
I
up.
think he just can really kill himself too easily. So that's why, in order to make him viable, I would throw Estes with him. So Estes is able to heal him. And think
What's the
about it. He
latest
has basically
shit he be talking
unlimited health.
about, dog?
He's not going to kill himself. That means he can use. Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Vale, and we are back with another Mobile Legends 15 Strongest Heroes video. Now, this is going to be an updated video. As we know, they nerf heroes, they buff heroes, they change a lot of things in Mobile Legends, so it usually changes. So this list has changed some ways it has not changed. Also, before we jump into it, what I want you all to do is write your list down below. Let me know who you think are your top like 5 strongest or top best heroes in the game, and however you judge it, whatever your criteria is, kind of let me know that in the comment section as well. I want to know why you think certain heroes are really good, and for what situations do you think these heroes are really good for. So for me, for my list, I'm basically going to go down a list of basically what's really meta and what's easy to use in a meta setting with teammates where these heroes are so good, even if your teammates aren't the best, like it's hard to screw up picking this hero. So yeah, that's basically the criteria. Before we jump into it, as always, make sure you drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, And yeah, let's jump into it. So a few honorable mentions. I want to honorable mention the assassins because even though we have some very very strong assassins, and in the right player's hands, these assassins can be really really good. Assassins are not as meta as a lot of the other heroes on this list. And I also want to shout out a lot of the top fighters who don't make this list because there's a ton of top fighters who can be really, really good and even outperform some of the heroes on this list. But it really just depends on the player. Like these heroes are just, it's really hard to screw up with these heroes. So yeah,
Hard to screw up with these heroes.
into it, we're going to start off with Masha. Now, Masha is definitely one of the best heroes in the game, but it's very, very conditional. You have to have a decent team. Like so many times, I see a team with like all squishy heroes and there's no tank on the team. Then you have Masha split pushing. If a team doesn't have a tank, if a team does not have sustainability and everyone on that team is squishy, having a pick like Masha is going to put your team at a huge disadvantage because in order to use Masha, she's much more effective when you have 4 teammates who can hold off the enemy team by themselves. You need heroes who can take on a 4v5. If Masha's like, if you have 4 marksmen on your team, for instance, and then a Masha, chances are early game, those marksmen are going to get destroyed by the other team. So without a hero there that's actually useful to the team, yeah, Masha pick will be bad. But to be fair, that's just an example. If there was 4 marksman picks, those are bad picks anyway. But I mean, yeah, so basically it's conditional. Masha is a very conditional pick, but if those conditions are met, she's one of the most
Damn, son.
heroes in Mobile Legends. Moving on, we have Kimmy. I think Kimmy, if Kimmy gets a good start, like her early game is absolutely insane, and if she
Layla OP. It's Vel. Yeah. He's telling me that Layla's bad. I was looking at like the top 5 worst heroes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play the first one he says. He says Layla. So I'm like, okay. What's up, Tika?
Putting the enemy's side behind, making sure you stay ahead. I think Kimmy is one of the best farming heroes in the game. Obviously, there's some that can do it a little bit better, but yeah, Kimmy can be absolutely insane. And you all know, like, we're not gonna go too deep into it. You all know how good Kimmy can be. Next, we have Grok. Grok is still one of the strongest.
He says Leslie.
Legends, and honestly, I don't see a time where he won't be, unless Mobile Legends does some type of crazy weird nerf to him or something. I don't know why they would do something.
Oh
like
wow.
That.
Oh my gosh.
I think that he's always going to be one of the best because in Mobile Legends it's such a fast pace that rotations, invading, and stuff like that is just super super powerful. It's super effective. And it's always going to give your team the advantage if you can successfully invade, if you can successfully, take the enemy's farm and the enemy's jungle and stuff like that. You're always going to have the advantage. And I think Grok is one of the best tanks at doing that.
Dang, I looked at the old Bane. Stop feeding, la. Okay, la.
Kimmy and Grok, that combo by itself is almost unstoppable. Like it's very
Kimmy and Grok is unstoppable.
if you know what you're doing.
Damn, son. Hylos, Kimmy, and Estes is GG. Him right. Honestly, I think Layla's hard to play alone. I think she's like, you know, Veil, like, you know, would be way easier to play, quite a bit more effective if you had coordination, right? But I don't know, I played Veil in solo queue a lot, and I'm getting like way better at playing Veil in solo queue. So maybe if I play Layla a lot, theoretically, I should be better at playing Layla in solo queue, right? So I haven't played Layla in a minute, bro. I haven't played a lot of heroes in a minute, honestly. Yeah. I'm playing too close, right? Layla is a Lady Veil. Guinevere is a Lady Veil. Just more tanky.
Dominate a lane by himself. He can take on multiple heroes, and then once he actually gets a few items under his belt, you get your immortality and stuff. He becomes a tank. He becomes unstoppable. Like he's literally like having a second tank on your team. So yeah, man.
Wow.
I think we all know what X-Borg is capable of. We're not going to talk too much about him, but yeah.
X-Borg can self-destruct.
full shield over their health, like completely get full shield. Like this ain't Fortnite. Like we literally
Oh?
got a Fortnite out here, but it's even worse. It's like having it's like having full shield, but you can constantly keep getting full shield over and over and over again if you play this hero well enough. So I think that obviously these heroes all have counters.
Just let him explode and kill him later. Yeah. It's kind of like Argus' ult, right? Let it happen. Try to escape. But except Xborg ult slows, like, really a lot. He can flicker while he uses it and sprint and whatever, so
Next, we have Harith.
you never know.
I think Harith is always going to be one of the best. His mobility and all that shield that he gets.
Harith is always going to be one of the best Tikalas, right?
Like that was really overpowered. Like now you think about how strong and good he is right now, that people have become so insane using him. And think about how he used to be in the past. It's like, wow, that's crazy how strong that he used to be. So yeah, Harith is still one of the strongest in the game for sure. I think that he's another one of those, like him and Esmeralda. Like it's gonna be hard to take them off the top, being some of the top heroes in mobile. We have Gashin.
I won't do it.
This hero is pretty interesting because we don't see him used a lot at pro level, and I think that that's another distinction that people need to realize as well. You can't play games like you're a pro because pros do things based around the people that they're going against. When you're just playing regular ranked games, it's all about killing. It's all about killing rotations and just
All about killing.
That's all you really do. It's not complicated at all. So a hero like Gashin, who has the potential to wipe out an entire team time and time again, like Gashin will be insane because 9 times out of 10, the enemies that you're going against are not going to use some type of pro level strategy to counter Gashin, which pros can counter Gashin quite easily. But just regular people you come across in ranked, chances are they're not.
Savage point guard, bro. Yo, let's play Ballman in rank, bro. And just like freaking explode on these guys. Seriously.
Really good Gashin is game changing. Next, we have Hylos. Now Hylos is recently.
Let's explode on these guys, Tika.
He's really strong because he can actually output.
I don't know.
Allows you to roam.
Nigga, look, I swear to God, on his on the video where he said worst heroes like 3 months ago, he put Hylos in there. He said he's killing himself, and now on the 15 strongest heroes for solo ranking, Hylos is in there. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? This guy has a Lightborn skin.
Maybe 2 ago about why he's so powerful, and I wanted to see him in the meta back then, but it's like realize how good Hylos is, how good he's always been. So yeah, Hylos is back in the meta, very powerful. He's used now to counter Grok. So yeah, make sure you all definitely try that out if you.
Yeah, he does counter Grok, I guess.
We have Franco. Franco is definitely one of the best in the game, and I know a lot of people.
No. Maybe.
Every time Franco on your team, if every time a Franco threw a hook, it landed, which he can throw a hook like every 8 seconds or something like that, imagine how many kills your team would get. So, Gashin, you use your first ability, but you can never hook onto anybody, Gashin is going to be complete garbage. But if you hook onto everything that you touch and you burst down everybody you want to,
Franco, your boy.
I think Franco is the same way. If no matter if Franco is just hooking, if he has like 95% hook accuracy.
95% hook accuracy. Can you imagine?
Chances are you're not going to lose that game, no matter who you're going against, no matter what circumstances. If every time you play with Franco, you have a 95% hook rate, chances are you will never lose. And that's just because of how powerful he is. Like it would be you would have to have really bad teammates to keep hooking enemies there, and they not get the message.
Bro.
So yeah, I think Franco is very powerful. Next, we have Granger.
You can have a 0% hook rate. If you hook one person and then don't hook for the rest of the game, then you have a 100% hook rate.
Allows him to escape, and it also allows him
And you don't even try to press the hook button for the rest of the game after you hook one person with your first hook. That would be 100% hook rate, right?
So yeah, then I use Flicker on him, so that's extra mobility. I have his dash, I have Flicker, and I have his ultimate. So I have like 3 different ways to escape danger, and I think that's what makes Granger so strong. Like I don't even use Purify on him. If I see somebody coming out with crazy CC, I just Flicker bag up and ult 3 times, and you're out of danger. So yeah, Granger. Next, we have Valir. Now what's
Oh
interesting about
shit,
Valir
yo
that I
Harith,
think
yo
is
get the
as
fuck off
powerful
me.
as he is
Oh, it's my
physical,
Harith.
but it
Let's
is
go,
more
nigga.
used in seeing people use
Come
him
through,
more
nigga.
as a support. And it's
I
actually a
thought that was an
really
enemy.
big
Oh shit,
risk
now I'm gonna
and
die.
work as a support. He has a lot of stuns, a lot of CC,
Uh-oh.
and he still does a decent amount of damage. He does a
Yo,
decent
let me
amount
live,
of
let me
damage.
live, let me live, let me live.
So he's come back into the meta. Like he was kind of lost a little bit because after he got nerfed, but now people are kind of using him a little bit more as a
I'm like, let's
support.
go, nigga.
Yeah, I mean it's a good pick. He has some solid CC, and then he still does a good amount of damage. So I think that's a very valuable pick. Next, we have Lunix. Now I think Lunix is
He
still
said
really good
Valir?
because
Like the old Valir?
underrated
Holy
heroes.
shit.
Like we
No, he
got so
hasn't
many
said
new
Kaja
heroes
yet.
released, so many new heroes that's going to be releasing soon.
He hasn't.
Lunix has kind of been swept under the rug. People kind of forgot about this hero, but I think that if you're really good with this hero, she can still be absolutely unstoppable. But it just comes down to the player. So I think that if you actually know how to play this hero, and if you get the chance to basically master this hero, you're going to be unstoppable. She can take on just about any hero in the meta heroes, non-meta. She can take on anyone. So yeah, if you get good with Lunix, she's definitely worth the pick. Next, we have Estes. Estes has recently come back into the meta as well. He's another one that I talked about years ago, and people were sleep on the value that he brings. And speaking of that, we're gonna talk about the Nana pick because Nana pros are using Nana a little bit more now. It's like
Nana?
people catch on super late. Like I was saying that months ago that Nana is meta, and now we're seeing pro players use Nana, so that's dope. But anyway, Estes, we all know that Estes can heal up a whole team. Estes can make fights almost impossible to win. Estes makes things just so hard for an enemy team because Estes constantly heals and constantly like you can literally use all your ultimates on a
I guess it
team,
depends on
and
what you want to
Estes
do.
heals everyone right up. You all just wasted your
If you want
ultimate,
like
and that's
quick rush
basically how
comps,
much
then probably
value that
Rafaela
Estes brings.
would
But
help.
yeah,
If you want
last
like
but
to
not
sustain,
least, we have Kacha.
slow
Kacha
team
is definitely
fights
has the
around like
abilities
Turtle
just
and
because
Lord,
it's a guaranteed
I
kill
think
anytime you
Estes would
have
help a
Flicker
lot
up. As long as you're just
for
grabbing
large
people every
scale
time you
team
have your ultimate
fights.
up, you never let your ultimate go to waste. You're constantly using it, constantly rotating, and getting whoever you're roaming with, probably the mid laner, you're getting them easy kills. Then yeah, you're gonna be unstoppable. You're gonna be able to win that game quite easily. Kacha does a decent amount of damage, especially when he gets fed. So Kacha can wipe out people by himself, especially a squishy.
Good,
Like
there is no
Kacha can
such
take
thing
on
as
a
meta.
marksman once Kacha
Good
gets
job.
fed. But
You're
yeah,
right,
I
man.
mean, as far as early game goes, all you gotta do is just go around grabbing people, and it's pretty much an automatic kill. So
Nigga, it's showing a bunch of white people playing talk about Mobile Legends. It's useful. Oh, European, never mind. I'm trying to show that Mobile Legends is like a really esport type of thing. Deus Volt. Okay. Yeah, there's esports in Mobile Legends. Cool. Good to know.
Are you looking to buy a quality watch for under $200? We were just like you. We had a hard time finding a watch that was not only different, but was also high quality and affordable.
that's pretty much my list, man. Let me know if you feel like I missed anybody or you would
There's
disagree with any picks, and let me know your list down
It's
in the comment
showing
section
Kaja
below.
right now,
As
but he
always,
didn't
make sure you
say
drop that
Kaja.
thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if
She
you're
got
new
me
for more
fucked
Mobile
up.
Legends content, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace out, y'all. I don't know nobody, so don't ask for no favors. Don't ask for no paper, they leave when you lose it. But they coming back later, promise they coming back later. I'm up now, she wanna now. She keeps saying she in love now. Money got her on slow wow. All because I got bust now. No new friends, need a new band. Pull doors, look,
I was about to like ult the shit out of those niggas. How to Soul Late by Shinmin Takazo. Wow. Kimmy Steam researcher skin rework? What?
Boris Johnson emerges from the British elections with a massive mandate. Democrats and Republicans play rock'em sock'em robots during impeachment and check the mailbag. I'm Ben Shapiro. This is the Ben Shapiro Show.
Listen to this joint. It's more political shit.
The Ben Shapiro Show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your data is your business. Protect it at expressvpn.com/Ben. Well, the markets have been going up, and that's great. But there's a lot of volatility in the markets these days. And the fact is that banks control the world money supply, and that means that governments are constantly having to play this game where they're inflating currency or deflating currency. What if you just want like a stable asset to make sure that some of your assets are protected? Well, that would be gold. And the people you should talk to are the people over at Birch Gold. You're a smart investor? Well, now is the time to get in touch with
He doesn't
the
think
at
Veil
Birch
is
Gold.
good
Have
for
a
solo
conversation
queue,
with
of
a Birch
course.
Gold expert and see if precious metals make sense for your family today. They're putting out an offer I've never seen. It's the Silver Stocking Stuffer event. When you contact Birch Gold Group this month to buy precious metals, once you complete your purchase before December 20th,
Nah, he didn't say Veil.
Birch Gold will send you free silver.
He said
It's a great
Layla,
stocking stuffer.
Balmont,
Listen, I know the folks at Birch Gold. They've
Hylos,
been with me since the very beginning. I've asked them
Alucard,
lots of questions. They've given me lots of answers. And you should do the
and
same thing if you're
Zylong, I
interested in
think.
investing in precious metals. They're the people that I trust, and I think that you'll trust them too once you talk to them. Go check them out right now over at birchgold.com, and also text my name Ben to 474747. Again, my name Ben to 474747. When you open your account with Birch Gold Group today, you get free 100% silver. You can even get a copy of their no obligation free information kit. Again, it's a smart thing to diversify, and some of their money should be in precious metals. Text my name Ben to 474747.
Holy moly.
Claim your eligibility for the special offer today. Text Ben to 474747. Well, Great Britain, slow clap for you. Slow clap for you today, because Jeremy Corbyn, who is a vicious communist anti-Semite, not only lost the election last night, he's going to drop his leadership in the Labour Party, which is just a wonderful, wonderful result. And this was a big gamble by Boris Johnson and the Conservative Party. So Boris Johnson had basically brought Britain to an election on the basis that he didn't have a mandate to push forward with Brexit. Now, 2 years ago, there was a vote on Brexit. Sorry, actually it was in 2016, so it would have been 3 years ago. There was a vote on Brexit. And the people of Britain decided that they were not going to go along with the EU's overregulation and centralization of power. And this came as a shock to the world media. The world media expected that the Brits, they'd be sophisticated enough to just go along with the EU and the EU's free immigration policies, that Britain would swallow the crow of having to deal with Angela Merkel's individual German immigration policies, and then because of free transport, everybody would be able to move across state lines into Britain, that Britain would be fine with the overregulation from Brussels, every aspect of British life being controlled by unelected bureaucrats in Brussels. And it turns out that the Brits were not okay with that, and they voted that way in the largest single referendum in the history of the nation. Well, ever since then, the government of Britain has been trying to stop Brexit from happening. So Theresa May kept putting forward Brexit proposal after Brexit proposal, but she didn't have enough in an electoral mandate in order to get that done. Because members of her own party, some of them thought that the Brexit deal was too easy on the EU. Others of it thought that it was too harsh on the EU. Labour was standing against Brexit. There just was not, that she didn't have the numbers. And so she ended up leaving the prime ministership. She was widely perceived not to really want to do Brexit in the first place. And Boris Johnson replaced her, the very colorful former mayor of London. And Boris Johnson took over, pledging that he was going to get Brexit done. And he tried to ram it through. He tried to suspend Parliament at one point.
I don't watch, I just
the period
listen.
That Labour would have to stop him from ramming
It's
it
like a
through. In the end,
podcast.
he was unable to do that, and so he called new elections. It was a risky
So I
move,
play
because the
a
fact is that
video
British
on the
people
other
said, "Listen,
phone,
we're tired of all this Brexit stuff.
but I
Let's
just
have a second
listen to it.
referendum, and this time we will
And I'm gonna
against
stream
Brexit,
till
and
like
we will stand
about,
with the Labour
or
Party."
maybe a little bit
Well,
before
instead,
3:30,
Labour
because I gotta
is
be at
taking
work
a
by
crushing
4.
blow, just a massive, massive blow, as the Conservative Party in Britain walks with an 80-seat majority in the Houses of Parliament, which is an incredible, incredible thing. I mean, it truly is. It's the biggest landslide against Labor, I believe, in the country's history.
Damn, nigga.
It's
Yo,
incredible,
Zaz's ult
incredibly
range
close to what is an
unreal. What the
incredibly
fuck?
powerful party in Britain. And it's not just a referendum about Brexit, obviously, although it was the British people saying, listen, we've said over and over, you guys, you got to get it done. Just get it done. What do we have to do here? Get it done. It was in part that. In part, it was a direct referendum on the leadership of Jeremy Corbyn, who is indeed, as I say, a communist and an anti-Semite who has never met an anti-Semitic dictator he does not love. According to the AP, Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Conservative Party has won a thumping majority of seats in Britain's Parliament, a decisive outcome to a Brexit-dominated election that should allow Johnson to fulfill his plan to take the UK out of the EU next month. With 642 of the 650 results declared on Friday, the Conservatives had 358 seats, and the main opposition Labour Party had 203. That is a blowout. A blowout. Johnson said it looked like the Conservatives had a powerful new mandate to get Brexit done. This makes Johnson the most electorally successful Conservative leader since Margaret Thatcher. It was a disaster for left-wing Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, who faced calls for his resignation even as the results poured in. Meanwhile, the Scottish National Party won almost 50 of Scotland's 59 seats, up from 35. That will embolden their demands for a new referendum on Scottish independence, but Parliament has to go along with that. Parliament is not going to go along with a new referendum on Scottish independence. The centrist pro-EU Liberal Democrats took only about a dozen seats, and Liberal Democratic leader Jo Swinson stepped down after losing in her own Scottish constituency. The Conservatives took a swath of seats in the post-industrial northern English towns that were long Labour strongholds. Labour's vote held up better in London. It was pretty much the only place where
How many
Labour
bronzes?
held up.
A lot. I haven't been
Decisive
playing
Conservative
hard
showing vindicates
recently.
Johnson's decision to press for Thursday's early election, which
Remember
was
the
held
rank
nearly
streak
2
on the
years ahead of
stream, but
schedule.
then like
He said
I've
that
been
if
trying to
he
play in
majority,
school.
he would get Parliament to ratify his Brexit divorce deal,
But
take
nah,
the UK
work.
out of the EU
Work.
by the current January 31st deadline. Johnson said the historic election, quote, gives us now in this new government the chance to respect the democratic will of the British people, to change this country for the better, and to unleash the potential of the entire people of this country. Pretty much everybody turned away from Labour. Labour economy spokesman John McDonnell said, I think Brexit has dominated everything by the looks of it. We thought other issues could cut through, and there would be a wider debate. From this evidence, there clearly wasn't. Well, yes, Brexit was the big issue. The other issue is that Jeremy Corbyn is a nut job, and everybody in Britain understood that Jeremy Corbyn was a nut job. The chief rabbi of England came out and said that Jews should not vote for this anti-Semitic party.
Damn, nigga.
Astonishing. And you've already seen the pressure have its toll. Jeremy Corbyn announcing last night that the election had gone quite poorly for him, and then announcing that he was going to step down from leadership of Labour.
I want to also make it clear that I will not lead the party in any future general election campaign. I will discuss with our party to ensure there is a process now of reflection on this result and on the policies that the party will take going forward. And I will lead the party during that period to ensure that discussion takes place and we move on into the future.
Okay, and everybody cheers. This is in his constituency. So the way that it works in Britain is that everybody who's in Parliament obviously has to be a member of Parliament. So the leader of a parliamentary party has to be a member of Parliament. You have to be elected in your own constituency. So Boris Johnson announced his election victory basically in a congressional district, the way that it would kind of be the analogy in the United States. It would be as though in Congress, the biggest party in Congress then had a leader, and that leader's party, the party leader, ended up becoming president of the United States. It's sort of like that in Britain. That's how the parliamentary system works. So that means that everybody is announcing from their congressional district or from their constituency. In this case, what was wonderful about that video where Jeremy Corbyn is announcing that he will no longer lead the Labour Party in general elections, a couple of things are wonderful about this. One, Britain has this incredibly great tradition where all it takes is basically 50, I think it's like 50 pounds or 500 pounds or something. I think it's 500 pounds in order to stand for Parliament. If you do, then you get to stand on the stage as the parliamentary election results are read. So behind behind Jeremy Corbyn is standing a dude in a white coat and a goofy hat, which is pretty spectacular. And behind Boris Johnson, by the way, in his constituency, was Lord Buckethead and Elmo, which is always wonderful because, honestly, democracies shouldn't take themselves that seriously. Human endeavors are all ridiculous, and this is just proof of it. But the best part of this is the Jewish guy in the yarmulke, who presumably was campaigning with the Conservative Party, who is standing behind Boris Johnson and smiling broadly as Jeremy Corbyn announces that he's not going to be leading the Labour Party. And good for the Brits for ejecting this piece of garbage, Jeremy Corbyn. And he is awful. In every possible way, he is awful. Not only is he basically a communist on policy, but he happens to be a vicious anti-Semite.
You won't
and he
understand,
has
Tico.
for years. Liam Hoare
American
had a piece
politics,
in the
bro.
Tower.org back in 2015 describing how Corbyn hobnobbed with anti-Semites. Corbyn said in 2009, quote, "It will be my pleasure and my honor to host an event in Parliament where our friends from Hezbollah will be speaking."
No, I
I've also
can't.
invited
I
friends from
literally can't
Hamas
explain
to
it
come and
unless
speak as well.
you know, like, the
Israelis will not allow them to
context,
travel here, so it's going to
which
be only
takes a
friends
bunch of
from
videos to know,
Hezbollah.
bro.
And Corbyn then said he didn't mean that they were just his friends. He just meant like friends collectively. And the Labour Party was rife with anti-Semites who had entered the halls of power thanks to Jeremy Corbyn. Again, none of this was new, but the British people were not going to embrace that, and good for them. Good for them. Now, did any of that stop Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez from endorsing Jeremy Corbyn? The fact that he is a radical leftist who has never met a dictator he doesn't love and has never met a Jew hater he didn't become friends with? AOC tweeted out a video. She tweeted this out just before the election from Jeremy Corbyn. This video is about the UK, but it might as well have been produced about the United States. The hoarding of wealth by the few is coming at the cost of people's lives. The only way we change is with a massive surge of new voters at the polls. UK, vote. They did. It ended poorly for them. It wasn't just AOC calling on the Brits to show up in favor of Jeremy Corbyn. It was also Bernie Sanders. So Bernie Sanders' team,
Basically, somebody that really shouldn't have been at a election resignation was there, and it's insanely funny. But I can't really describe it. You know, it's kind of like a joke that you wouldn't get.
People holding Bernie signs alongside people holding Jeremy Corbyn for leader signs. So openly endorsing the anti-Semites to get absolutely smashed at the polls. Spectacular stuff. I do love the UK Guardian, which is beside itself.
You need a Turismo player?
The Guardian
Okay.
has an entire piece about how the Russians stole the election for Boris Johnson.
Alright, I'll find a Turismo player.
Now, the disconnect between the polls and the actual final election results are pretty stunning because leading up to this election, there were a bunch of polls that were done. The media were covering this thing as though it was very, very tight. Everybody was very nervous.
Ooh, snipe! Snipe!
Somebody said this to me yesterday. They literally said, as the polls were happening,
Snipe niggas that I can't even see on the screen, bro. Flame shot, baby.
The reaction of the British people to Jeremy Corbyn was violently anti because he's awful. And that really helped Boris Johnson. It also helped
I get it that I don't get it.
A lot of working class Brits
Yeah,
were sick of
that's what I'm saying, bro.
in Britain telling them that they had to listen to the elitists in Brussels, that they had to accept Angela Merkel's foreign policy, and that they had to, that they had to accept Sweden's social policy. They were not up for it.
Oh, child must hate my ass.
According to the AP, on the whole, Labour tried to focus the campaign away from Brexit and onto its radical domestic agenda, vowing to tax the rich, nationalize industries like railroads and water companies, and give everyone in the country free internet access. It campaigned heavily on the future.
Everyone in the country free internet?
It appears that
Yo, what the fuck, Britain?
For Jeremy Corbyn, a veteran socialist who moved his party sharply to the left after taking the helm in 2015, but who now looks to have led his left-of-center party to 2 electoral defeats since 2017. He was also accused of allowing anti-Semitism to spread inside the party. Labour members were pissed. The London mayor, Sadiq Khan, who is a member of Labour, he came out and he said Jeremy Corbyn's leadership is a disaster area. Khan has been quite critical of Corbyn, specifically because of Corbyn's open tolerance of anti-Semitism inside the party. Sadiq Khan, who's looking for a leadership position in the Labour Party, he said this general election result is nothing short of a catastrophe for the Labour Party, for London and for the UK. For the 4th general election in a row, the Labour Party has failed to put forward a compelling case to the British people. It is no consolation that we performed so much better here in London. We fundamentally failed those that most desperately need the help of a Labour government. They include the sick, the poorest, the vulnerable. Our dedicated activists did all they could. As ever, I'm truly grateful for all their hard work. And then he just goes right after Corbyn with a steak knife. If we are truly honest with ourselves,
Free Facebook.
Jeremy Corbyn's leadership was deeply unpopular with the British people, and that we were extremely unlikely to form a Labour government last night. Labour's shocking and repeated failure to tackle anti-Semitism. Okay, this criticism is coming from inside the House. And I'd just like to make a note for the Democratic Party in today's America. Guys, you could do the same thing to the anti-Semites in your own party. You could say, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, you're not helpful. By the way, it is worth noting that Rashida Tlaib, there's that Jersey City anti-Semitic shooting, which, by the way,
You can't have some social media in your country? That's crazy, bro.
6 people died. 4 people who were good and 2 shooters. The shooters apparently were actually aiming for the site next door where there were 50 school-aged children studying upstairs, Jewish kids. They actually shot at the door, and then when they couldn't get in the door, they went into the kosher supermarket and shot that place up. Rashida Tlaib had tweeted out
Kosher
that she
supermarket.
wasn't blamed on white
Oh.
supremacists, and it turns out it was black Hebrew Israelites. And then she deleted the tweet. She's not tweeted anything.
What social media costs you?
Has not tweeted anything about Jersey City. Ilhan Omar, my understanding is, has not tweeted anything about Jersey City. You know, if you guys in the Democratic Party don't want to go the way of labor, then perhaps you ought to consider tossing the radicals out of your own party. Good for Sadiq Khan. He says Labor's shocking and repeated failure to tackle anti-Semitism and our inability to put forward a credible, believable set of priorities for governing
Say
have
nice,
major
old
contributions
Takala.
to the scale of this defeat. Brexit has accelerated a fundamental shift in British politics and rewritten our political map, the full extent of which is not yet fully understood. However, Labour now stands more politically and culturally removed than ever before from many of the people our party was formed to represent, and that means asking ourselves some very difficult questions. The next 5 years are full of grave challenges. We'll leave the European Union on Boris Johnson's terms. Our union with Scotland is in peril. We'll face damaging and far-reaching changes to our economy and public services from this hard right Tory government.
Don't need data to use it?
What? In order to rise to these challenges and confront the new political reality.
Like mobile data?
Jeremy Corbyn has said he will stand down. This simply must now happen quickly.
That means it's a toll-free social media. Holy fuck. That's awesome, bro. You can be on Facebook like the whole time, right? That's crazy, bro.
So, very good result from Britain.
These niggas are dipping, bro.
One second. What I think this means for the United States, because people are taking lessons away
Let me hit you with that.
in the United States. We'll get to that in just 1 second. First, let's talk about how easy it is to rack up credit card debt. So the fact is that, especially you're going
Oh, Saber's offline.
and somebody says, open the brand new credit card, and you'll get a 20% off deal. And so you're like, okay, I'll open the brand new credit card. Next thing you know, not only have you opened the brand new credit card, you've overspent on the brand new credit card, and now you can't make the payment. And now
Oh shit, he hates my ass.
credit card companies where you're getting charged those 20%.
But there's some limitations. Then it's not free. Nigga.
The actual amount that you spent on the credit card. Well,
Or maybe it's not
and
unlimited,
that's
but it's free. Okay.
refinance that debt right now. One of the
Whatever. If they control it, it's not free to me.
Lending Club, you can consolidate your debt or pay off credit cards with one fixed monthly payment. Lending Club, so millions of people regain control of their finances with affordable fixed-rate personal loans. No trips to a bank, no high-interest credit cards. Just go to lendingclub.com. You can tell them about yourself and how much you want to borrow, and pick the terms that are right for you. If you're approved, your loan is automatically deposited into that bank account.
Can't see all the things. Oh, restricted? Then it's definitely not free.
Get out of debt. If you do not want that debt to dog you the rest of your life, go get out of debt right now. Go to lendingclub.com/Ben. Check your rate in minutes borrow.
You can't. That means that's a violation of free speech. That means you don't have free speech in your country.
Made by WebBank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Okay, so what does this mean for the United States? Well, a lot of conservatives today are saying a few things. One, the disconnect between the press and the people in Britain is just as large in the United States. The press in Britain cannot believe this. Cannot believe this. I mean, if you look at the UK Guardian today, the Guardian is just beside itself. Again, they printed an article in the UK Guardian today in which they suggested that Boris Johnson had won because the Russians helped him cheat. I mean, this is one of my favorite articles. The headline over at the UK Guardian, which is sort of the equivalent of, in Britain, The Nation, maybe. They say, winners and losers. Few bright notes on a grim
So you can
night.
only read words?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So, the media in Britain is very much disconnected, especially the mainstream media in Britain, very much disconnected from the people, and so they can't believe that a lot of the those white
So actually using Facebook costs money in your country. That's not. That's fucked up, bro. Because Facebook is free in our country. You just gotta have that internet. You don't have to use internet for your Facebook somehow. I'm guessing you're just using somebody else's internet. But like, that's fucked up, bro. Oh, let's see what the latest MGTOW video is. MGTOW. Oh shit. Are we not connected to the Wi-Fi? Brethren? Oh wow, okay. Fuck my life. Whatever. Okay. I will one shot. Fuck that. Never mind. Oh my god, I want to one shot these niggas. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just want to one shot niggas. Let me one shot these niggas. Okay, I'm ready. Hi. Ah, should I hear my family coming? That's ass. Well, she got out my ult. I mean, she lived. Fuck it. Ah, shit, let's open the door for fam. Sure they have a key. These bitches in a rush. What the fuck? Here, die real quick.
I still see the shadows. You know, like,
Okay. Perfect hero. Perfect hero.